Okay, so now we're going to enter the results for this competition collection. Our judges have finished scoring. The scoring's been closed so that the total scores for each entry are in place. And we do this activity using the results page. And then we select a competition section. And we can see here that we've got the total scores in descending order. We have a thumbnail here that allows us to access the images in full screen and apply an award. So if I just show you that quickly, we can see that we've got the image showing in full screen, and we've got a button here to enter the result. And when we click on a result, if I give you this one, the gold medal, you can see that it turns to green, and it means that it's got the result. And if I need to remove the reward, I can just click it there. Okay, so generally what happens here is that you're running a Zoom session. You've got the judges on the session, and you're basically presenting the images for them to make the determination of what entry should get which award. So this is done most effectively by using the score filters. And the score filters here, you can see that there was 1 got 26, 5 got 25, 4 got 24, and we got a cumulative count. So this allows you to set up a pool of images to show the judges for them to then determine which one should get the highest awards. And then you can work your way into it by returning to this filter and setting a new filter. So in this case, we've got three medals, gold, silver, and bronze. So I'm going to show the judges 6 awards. So I'm going to click on the greater than or equal to 25. That not awarded is the handiest one, because if you use this one, if you've already given the image an award, it won't show it. So you can see now it's reduced it down to show only the 6 images. And normally the first thing is to go into full screen and then show the images to the judges as a carousel. So you click on the first image, and you can see that at the very top here, it's telling you what the score was. You just cycle through the images, giving the judges sufficient time to recall. And come back to the first image. You may wish to go around a second time. It's just up to the judge's call. Okay, so then at that stage, if we pop back out of there, we have an option here that says side by side, and that allows you to show the images all together. So this is generally when you would invite the judges to make the determination on what image is going to get which score, which award. And so what I'm going to do here is the judges decided that this one is going to get the gold medal. I come back and you can see now that it's written gold on the top there. And this one is going to get the bronze, silver, and this one is going to get the bronze. Okay, so now you can see that we've got those 3. Now they may decide to just automatically give these ones the next highest award, or they may decide that they want to see more images in the pool. So the way we do that is you come back out of here, go back into the filter, and now introduce, say, 4 more images to give more images for the judges to see. So now when we click on that greater than or equal to, you can see that the ones that have got the awards already are now gone from that list. So again, we click on the first image to go into a full view of it. You can use the arrows on your keyboard to go through them. And then come back out, go into side by side. Now side by side has a limitation of 20 images. You can't show more than 20 in a side by side view. So again, you might go in and give that one a merit. And we're only handing out merits here, so we'll give that one a merit. That one a merit. And they've given 3 merits and they've decided that's sufficient. So then we come back out. Now, what we can then do is show the images to the judges. Because we went down to 24, we used this one here, not the to include the awarded ones. And you can see now that what it's doing is it's showing you the images that have got that score. But what we want to do is we want to sort it by awards, so that now we're seeing, you can see this points awarded value allows it to be in the correct order for the awards. So then when we go through again, we can say, right, this is the one that got the gold, this is the one that got the silver, this is the one that got the bronze, and these are your merits. And that's where it finished. Okay. So at that stage, then if you go back into this table here, if you don't have an acceptance score system turned on, that's all you need to do. Okay, so you can see now that we have awards set for both competitions, and acceptances are now turned on for this competition collection. So when you go into the score filters now, you see these additional buttons on the right. Now, typically an acceptance score in competitions is around 30%, but that's totally up to the competition host and the rules that they have to abide by. To set an acceptance, what you do is you simply click on the score, and that'll set it. The main thing is that you need to have set all the awards for the competition before you set the acceptance, because what it will do is it'll go through, and if I pick 19, it'll set all the entries that don't have an award result recorded against them as acceptance, and everything below 19 is not accepted. Okay, so that's why you first do your awards, and then the setting acceptance process will basically fill in the blanks for all the other entries. So if I click on set acceptance to 19, and the page will reload. So then if I click on monochrome, you can see that it tells you the acceptance score here of 19. And you can see now that all these entries have got acceptance against them, and we scroll down far enough and get to beyond 19. We get to 18 and we see it's got not accepted. Now another feature to use to ensure that you've completed your competition awards correctly is the result count. So when you click on that, it will show you a count of all the awards you've handed out. In some cases, you may hand out 2 silver and 3 bronze, or you may have a maximum of 4 merits, the type of thing. So that just checks that you've got the correct awards. Now there is one special award there called rejected that I hadn't addressed before, and I'll just address it now. And if I click on an image and then go into the award, if I give it an award of rejected, it will ask me to put in a comment for the rejection. And this comment will be added to the results message that's sent to the entrant, so they'll understand why. And I'll just say nothing wrong, just a test. But you may say something like it was a color image in a mono section, or um, in nature it may have had excessive processing, whatever the rules or your definitions determine for why you might reject it. And what it'll do, it'll actually change that result to a score of 3. You just change the score of 3 there. Sorry, I thought it did it automatically. It doesn't. You just change it there. That's a fairly typical scenario that you would give it. It emulates the same way as if the 3 judges all gave it a 1. Okay, so we do the same for our country, the other section. We go into here, we look at a score and we think, all right, well, 18 is a good one. It's going to give us close to just over 30%, and click on OK. And we have them both now finalized. So we've got an acceptance score on both ones. Right, so now what we want to do now is we want to, we're effectively finished the awards and we want to finalize the competition. So we do this by clicking on the finalize button. And what it'll do is it'll check that it's got an acceptance score set for all the sections. That's all good. And then you click on finalize. Right. And now the page is going to reload. And you can see now that the section has changed to finalized. Finalized allows you to present the results in a presentation to a meeting before you actually publish the results and send the results out to the various entrants. And that's enough for now. Thank you very much.